Hello everyone, welcome back to the A-Side. I'm your host, Riley. I'm recording this video on Easter, so happy Easter. It'll be late for you guys. But I have a very quick announcement. I have now made the official A-Side Instagram page. I know, how exciting. I will leave a link in the description below, but for those of you who don't want to go to find the link, or if I forget it, it is the .a.side on Instagram. There I'll post when I'm working on new videos, and when things are coming out, and what I'm listening to, and like the physical media I'm picking up. So make sure you go follow that, and make sure if you haven't already, you hit that subscribe button. We're almost to 100 subscribers, and that's gonna be amazing when it happens, and thank you so much for everyone who watched those AJR videos. I'm gonna react to the last AJR album sooner or later, and probably review Neo Theater, just to kind of finish them off. But today, we are going to be listening to a request. My good friend Alyssa asked me to listen to Map of the Soul 7 by BTS. Now, I'll be real, I don't know shit about K-pop, so I'm going into this completely unbiased and with no idea what I'm going to get. I have maybe heard a few K-pop songs in passing, so we'll see where it goes. I'll listen to it and give it a shot. I'm willing to give anything a shot, so maybe it'll be good. It's a bit long. She's 18 tracks, so this might be broken up into a couple of videos, maybe more than two. We'll see. Anyway, let's get into the first track, Intro, Persona. Alrighty. Interesting, for sure.
Yo.
I was not expecting this to be this hard. Obviously, I'm not going to be talking much about lyrics because, I mean, it's in a different language, but that's not something that really bothers me. If the melodies and the production stuff is good, I'm good with it. But, I mean, I can't understand what he's saying, but he's got a good flow for sure. And this beat is pretty hard with like a guitar line and this percussion. Okay, you know what? This is good. This goes hard. Yeah, you know what? Okay, people shit on K-pop constantly. I guess because it's like popular with like teenage girls and stuff, and sure, but like, this ain't that bad. This is kind of slaps, I'm not gonna lie. Ah, English.
I don't know, man. But I know one thing.
The percussion works very well for me here. See, I don't know if I would listen to this, like, on my own, but listening to it right now, it slaps. This is pretty good. I mean, Psy walks, these guys can run, but still. Maybe I'll react to the Psy debut album at some point. It's supposed to be good. You know what? I do really enjoy this. He's got a good flow. The beat is great. It's produced well. It's not like making my ears bleed. This is just pretty good, man. So that was Intro, Persona. So here's going to be the rating scale. Switch it up once again. If I didn't like a song, I'm going to give it the red Game Boy Advanced SP. if I thought it was just okay, I'm going to give it the ever-classic black GameCube controller. And if I think it's good, I'm going to give it the lime green Game Boy Color. This was the first video game console I ever had, by the way. My brother gave me this and Pokemon Yellow. Many hours were put into this Game Boy. Anyway, that's going to get the green Game Boy. I really like that track. K-pop has a certain stigma attached to it. Like I said, I'm going on unbiased because I've never heard a K-pop song before. But this went really hard, honestly. It had great flow, great production. I loved the guitar and the percussion and, like, whatever, like, the voice was in the beat itself, something like kind of Kanye-esque. It worked for me. I liked it. Yeah. So here we are, the next track, Make It Right. Okay, this is more what I was expecting. Ooh! Pretty good falsetto here. This definitely is not as interesting as the last track. I like that kind of weird synth line though, the do-do-do-do. It's kind of interesting. This part's kind of boring though. Now it's just kind of sounding like pop music and not like fun pop music either. Just pop music. Okay, the vocals here are getting a little better, a little more engaging. And here's the rapping again. Whoever the rapper is has like a great flow. They're definitely good vocalists for sure. Like this falsetto is pretty good, like breathy, and like it sounds emotional and has like that loving despondency in it. But this song itself, it's just a pop song and not even like necessarily a fun one. It's not bad. I'm just a little bored of this track. It's not unlike a lot of the boring pop I'd hear in the West, you know? But for my first experience with K-pop, this isn't too bad. I really like this first track, and Make It Right is okay so far. It almost reminds me of, like, Korean Charlie Puth, but like the better, more interesting Charlie Puth that made like Attention, not the Charlie Puth that made See You Again. The production is definitely very competent. It sounds good, it sounds clean, and I can really give it credit for that. Even if the song isn't like super interesting, the production sounds very nice on this track. Well, that was second track, Make It Right, and I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give this the black GameCube controller, but very light black GameCube controller. There were some things I liked about it. I liked the rapping. I liked the kind of falsetto parts. I liked some of the weird, like, the synth lines were pretty cool. But overall, the song kind of just bored me a little bit. It wasn't, like, terrible. It just sounded like a Western pop song. Like something Charlie Puth would make. It just kind of bored me. Once again, not terrible. But, you know, just not, like, anything amazing or new. It felt kind of stale. But anyway, let's continue with the next track, Dionysus. So Dionysus is the Greek god of wine and like partying. So this better be like a fun, interesting track. Okay, starting off with like a sample of something. Sounds like a sample of like an old like action movie song. Okay, some good drums there. Okay. This kind of reminds me of nu metal. With the, like, record scratching and, like, the heavy drums and the way this guy is, like, his flow sounds reminds me of, like, nu metal And that kind of puts a smile on my face. They can rap for sure. They might rap better than they sing, honestly. I mean, maybe because I can't understand what he's saying. Maybe the lyrics are cringe as hell. But I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. Because this slaps. I like the vocal effects here. I just turned that up. Hopefully you can all hear what the music sounded like earlier. Okay, this goes hard. This is what I wanted. This seems like a good follow-up to Persona. Like what that song promised me. The production here is a little messier, but I think I can forgive it. Because this song, it's just kind of fun. Not something I'd ever listen to in my own time, but definitely fun. Pretty good drums, too. Not like amazing, but they're definitely keeping the beat very well. See, it seems when they do the more upbeat, faster stuff, it seems much more unique than their slower stuff, that is, at least from the 3 tracks we've heard so far. And I'm definitely more enjoying the harder, more party moments rather than the more, like, kind of introspective, emotional moments. Probably because I can't really... Did he just... No. It almost sounded like he dropped the N-word there for a minute, but I'm sure he said something in Korean. The drumming here, that little drum, like, build-up almost reminded me of Travis Barker. I mean, probably I shouldn't enjoy this as someone who enjoys, like, high art and, like, oh, I'm a music critic. But I'm the kind of music critic that can put aside any kind of pretension and just enjoy fun music when it's fun. And that's what this is, just some fun music. And Dionysus will probably love this song. Bravo! Bravo! That song was amazing. That was just a lot of fun. It was just so fun to bop to and dance to. I'm definitely gonna give that the green Game Boy Color. That was a lot of fun. Very danceable, very exciting and energetic, and just some good stuff there, honestly. So next track, Interlude, Shadow, and it's 4 minutes and 20 seconds long, so you know what that means. So here we go, Interlude, Shadow. There's better not be like an actual like interlude for 4.5 minutes. Ooh. Very kind of atmospheric, little clubby, almost something like The Weeknd would do. So she be talking about like the things he wants out of life. The goals he's trying to go for. He wants to be rich. He wants to be the king. Decent beat. Once again, this song isn't too interesting, but once the production is really good here. You can tell a lot of money was put into this, and they really paid attention to how clean everything sounded and how well everything is mixed, because nothing seems to be so loud that it's like obnoxious, like on an Age album. Good drumming. I like the kind of like bass line here. Yeah, the kind of like synth bass on here is nice. Maybe a little basic, but not bad. Little guitar solo. uh, Those like siren sounding synthesizers remind me of like the ooh, a little heavier here, a little not quite industrial, but something a little more industrial. Some like Yeezus, 808s. Ooh, switch up the flow? This is interesting. It's like a mix of You from Kendrick Lamar and like I Am a God by Kanye mixed with K-pop. I don't know what's going on right now, but I like it. Whoa. Okay. So that was Interlude Shadow, and the first half of that song kind of bored me, but as it kept going and adding more things, it really kind of started to warm up to me. I kind of liked when they added in that synth bass, and that very last part where it went like off the rails, like experimental hip hop almost. I really like that. I'm also gonna give that the Green GameCube. Maybe not as much as Dionysus or Persona, but I really enjoyed that. So let's continue to the next track, Black Swan. Alright, starting off with like some flocked guitar and some reverb. Very pretty. One thing about this album though, and I think that's a problem with a lot of artists nowadays, is there's not a lot of stripping back. It's all kind of like one sound throughout the entirety of the album. That's not always a bad thing. But a lot of times you would want your big, more explosive songs and albums more stripped back, or some more musical. I don't know, there are softer songs and there are louder songs, but so far I'm 5 tracks in and the instrumentation hasn't really changed at all or done anything too new. It hasn't started, it hasn't gotten stale yet, but I have a feeling it might. I like the guitar, for sure, on this track. Some trap hi-hats. I really like this guitar. That's definitely the standout of the beat on this track. So that was Black Swan, and I didn't have much to say about that track, but I still enjoyed it. I'm kind of teetering between Black GameCube controller and the green GameCube or Game Boy because I did enjoy myself, but I found it kind of being a little stale and nothing like too interesting. But you know, I'm gonna give the track the benefit of the doubt and give Black Swan. I'm gonna give Black Swan a very light green GameCube. I think it worked better than kind of the other stripped back kind of soft song we got earlier, Make It Right. And production was good. I think some of that guitar kind of what really saved it. Some pretty good hi-hats, I guess. I mean, hi-hats are pretty basic, though. A very basic song, but one I still found myself enjoying. Not everything needs to be amazing or mind-blowing. And this will be the last part to this episode, and that would be Filter, so. More guitar. Production here is good, but a little basic, like a little basic pop guitar. Something I've heard a million times. I think this band should just keep making rap music, honestly. Because my favorite tracks have been really a rap everyone so far. I like that melody. I mean, it's been done before, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? Okay. This album is in dire need of a risk. Because I'm in 6 tracks in, I'm starting to get a little bored. I've enjoyed a lot of what I've heard, I've had a lot of fun with it. But at this point, they've had 2 tricks. They've had, like, more guitar-based, kind of slower ballads, and they've had the super kind of, like, hype, rap bangers. You gotta do something new, because I still have, like, 12 tracks left to go. And I would like you to introduce something new, do something new, because it's starting to get a little stale at this point, 6 tracks in. Almost, a typical album would be almost done, like over halfway done at this point. So if you're going to make an album this long, you really need to justify it by doing something different. Like a lot of super long albums, like, this is as long as The Cure's Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, and that album, every track is super eclectic and different. And I'm hoping they pull out some different sounds and stuff, because it's starting to get a little stale. And I hope that's a valid criticism. I'm not trying to hate this, because I've enjoyed a lot of what I heard. It's just starting to get a little stale. I'm running out of things to say, because it feels like they're not doing anything for me to comment on. I'm just sitting here listening to this, kind of bored. I'm not gonna lie, this track is really boring me. And this album's starting to lose momentum. It's not really introducing anything new or interesting. Man, I feel bad having to end it off of this note on this part, but I'm gonna have to give Filter the red Game Boy Advance. I was really bored by this track, and this record's starting to get just the teeniest bit stale. And don't kill me, because I know K-pop fans are very, very intense and really love their bands, especially BTS. If you like this band, that's great, because I've enjoyed a lot of what I heard so far. Persona, Dionysus, and Shadow were all really great songs, and Black Swan was enjoyable as well. Make It Right, I didn't super enjoy, and Filter kind of bored me. And I hope this album does something to switch up in the next 2 quarters of it. So, yeah. Make sure you subscribe so you can catch part 2. Same Rye time, same Rye channel. Yeah, so subscribe so you can catch that. I hope you all enjoyed. Take a comment what you think of K-pop, what your favorite K-pop artists are. Go follow me on Instagram at the.a.side. And let me know what albums you want me to react to in the future, or albums you want me to do a review of, because I want to review some albums. As you see, I finally got The Lonesome Crowd West on vinyl, and that will be an album I will review sooner or later, because it's amazing. Anyway, yeah, this isn't too bad so far for my first experience with K-pop. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all next time.